Hey there! It's time for another After the Pen, and this is for the month of April. April was a very good month, and you will see why in my mood tracker. I was happy for most of the month. Generally, my mood was bright, and that's a very, very good thing. So anyway, my theme, as you might already know, was street food. And I love this quote: stressed is desserts spelled backwards. And I did have lots of desserts during April. Maybe that's also why I was happy. So I just drew lots of cards, food cards, and really enjoyed it. Every single time I drew one of those, I was so hungry. Like the churros right here, which I haven't had. And as I drew this, I was craving them, but yeah, this month was an ode to street food, as you can see by my mood board, which has become the source of my palettes. And this one was definitely colorful. These were the first images that I gathered in order to be inspired for this theme. So as you can see, colors translated into my markers or my washi tapes, and so that's where I get my palettes from. And you know, living in Mexico, one of the things I love is the colors, like all the crafts and the stalls and the markets, they teem with color, and it's just something that I love. So that was a mood board, and moving on to my schedule and habit tracker, which, unlike last month, I'm very, very proud to say that I was able to start avoiding wheat, and I did amazing. Like, I thought I wouldn't have to, but to be honest, I feel so much better when I avoid it, and I have been abusing it, so I can tell the difference now. I have a lot more energy and I'm a lot more awake, so it was definitely worth it. I didn't do as good with milk, but I'm getting there. And overall, this is a fuller habit tracker than what I have been doing, and I'm really glad, really proud of myself there. Here's what I was talking about, the mood tracker. So the turquoise is for happy, and as you can see, most of the month I was happy, which blows my mind. As I was feeling it, I realized this, and I was very, very surprised and grateful for it, because in the end, it's all in our attitude, right? So it was a great month, and of course, as usual, I love doing the little doodles. And this was one of my favorite cards, and it's a very common one around the streets of Mexico. Juices and milkshakes. It's something everybody likes to have first thing in the morning, so it was a nice addition here. Here's the same spread but with my monthly log, which kind of didn't feel completely, but that's okay. And my doodles. These were among my most favorite doodles ever. I did this using Herbin inks and also Ferris wheel press, and I just loved how it looks. It really brings this street food to a happy, colorful level, which is what I relate food to: happiness and colors. So I really liked how it turned out. It's just ink, and it's many different tones. So as you might know, I have been using ink for my doodle challenges, and I just love it. It might not seem like it, but I do this in like less than 6 minutes, I would say, because ink is really easy, and I'm just loving it. Moving on to my first weekly, this was the popsicle card, which is, of course, I think something that is traditional in every single country. And here in Mexico, they usually have a little bell, which I forgot to paint right here. and it's every children's delight. This is where we changed the time, summertime, and it really messed up with my sleep. I was feeling horrible. We changed it on Sunday, so this week was a mess because I was just not able to really sleep. I went to bed really late, I woke up really late, and I wanted to nap during the day, and it was crazy. But I think I survived this this week. For this one, I painted a freshwater stall, which is another common one in Mexico, especially in tropical places. Everybody wants to have one when the heat is really up, so I just love the combination of colors here. And for this week, one of the highlights was that here in Mexico we have an alcoholic beverage which is called rompope, and I think it's similar to eggnog. And I have had a cappuccino with it a long time ago, so we had a bottle and I decided to try it again, and I just fell in love with it. With a hint of it, coffee turns into dessert, so I guess that was the highlight of my week. This week I was featuring crafts, which to be honest I didn't like these drawings that much. I guess my favorite is this one, the banana Nutella crepe. But the rest of them, as well as the card, is like, I feel that the colors are off. But anyway, this week was a good one because I started working out every single day, which I had stopped doing. And I felt so much better, especially because the previous week I had not been sleeping. But now, this time around, I was full of energy, I was eating well, and it was a really good week by the mid of the month. It's never too late to start working out again. For this weekly, I drew a tortas little stand, which I was inspired by a Mexican miniaturist. I'm gonna link his channel below because what he does is amazing. They are like exact miniature replicas of Mexican traditional stands and small businesses, and he's just amazing. I was inspired by it for this little stand, and then here I had recorded my May monthly, and so I had May in my head, and instead of April I just wrote May. The highlight was that, of course, it was Earth Day, but also I had sushi for the first time ever since the pandemic started, and I just enjoyed it so much. I had to paste this here to remind myself that this was a great day. See, that was one of the days where, like I said, I was happy because of food, so there you go. On Sunday, I made my favorite cake ever, which is 3 milks cake, or pastel de tres leches. And I made it gluten-free, and it was amazing. I was afraid it might not turn out that well because, gluten-free is kind of weird sometimes, but it was perfect. So I treated myself to it and enjoyed it for like 3 to 4 days afterwards. That takes us to the last days of April. And for this weekly, I really wanted to use these washi tapes in an intricate way, and I ended up weaving it just like an apple pie top, and I really liked it because it reminded me of our Mexican plastic market bags, which are colorful and they usually are weaved like this, and it was just a nice touch. I was gonna repeat it here, but I felt it would be too much, so I just left lines right there. And the highlight of this week was that you might already know that I am affiliated with Notebook Therapy. They were kind enough to invite me and give me a discount code for my followers or subscribers. And sometimes they reach out to me to send me some of their products. And On this day, they reached out to send me some of their new collection releases, which I pasted this washi tape here to celebrate because the theme is the ocean, and I cannot begin to tell you how much I love the ocean. Orcas and dolphins were my favorite animals growing up, they still are. And the ocean has always been a huge inspiration in my life. I mean, blue is my favorite color, and when they sent me the pictures of the products, I was like beyond amazed and excited about it. And I can't wait to show it all to you. And actually, one of the journals that they are launching, I think will be the second journal for the other half of the year, because this one is about to end. And you know, this is the gentle giant one. It's blue, it has a whale, and the ones they just launched are turquoise one with a dolphin and a black one with an orca. So I think, I'm not still sure, but the dolphin one would look amazing just to pair a good combination for the year. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy that way, but I really can't wait for that package to get here. So yeah, if you want, check their new launch out. I will link the site below. They have this amazing discount if you buy bundles, and besides that, you can have an extra 10% if you use my code NALA10. So that's very exciting. And another special thing was that Thursday, April 29, it was my 2-year anniversary of living where I live now. That was when I moved cities, and I'm beyond grateful and happy where I am right now. I'm healthier, and yeah, I think it was just the best decision ever. So it has to be celebrated, right? And my last spread, which I was inspired by Art Foxes on Instagram. It's a little bit out of my usual comfort zone because it's definitely crowded here. And I wanted to use stickers because I never use stickers. Like, I always prefer to draw, but this time around I thought, why not? I have lots of stickers there waiting to be put to good use. And so, very much like my hair care spread, this one is a self-care spread with things that make me happy. And so I divided it into art, small things, creation, games, and treats. And so here in games, I didn't have a Scrabble sticker, but Scrabble is one of my favorite games. I play it a lot with my dad. And yeah, it's all about the simple things in life that don't cost a lot and that make me happy. And I thought that a spread like that would be a good thing to have in this journal, and especially in this month when I did so many of these things that I was overflowing with happiness and joy. And I guess that's it. That's it for April. My May month, which turned out to be probably one of my most favorites this year, it's already up in my channel, so I will also link it so you can go watch it. And like I always say, my monthly spreads always come to life after the pen, so make sure you come back in June to see this May setup in all its glory. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell in case you really like my videos and you really want YouTube to notify you that I uploaded a new one. Otherwise, you won't know. I really appreciate your support. If you want to continue following my bullet journal journey, subscribe, and as usual, thank you so much for watching.